up, everybody? Ceejay here, one half of the CNG Podcast. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Bulls' free agency moves. Free agency started on Thursday. So, before we get started, make sure you like the video on the Facebook page at the CNG Podcast. Also, go like the video on our YouTube channel, the CNG Podcast. And if you are a new subscriber over there, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. But for right now, let's go ahead and let's get started with this video. So Thursday, free agency started. The Bulls really didn't do nothing much on Thursday until later in the evening. And their first free agent signing was center Andre Drummond. They signed him to a 2-year deal worth $6.6 million with a player option for the second year. Now, I know there were some fans really not too happy with this deal. And it wasn't the deal per se, it was the player that the Bulls have gotten. Because I know that they wanted Mo Bamba. But the thing is about Mo Bamba was that he's a restricted free agent. And 9 out of 10, when you have restricted free agents, they're going to pretty much go back with their team because the team can match any deal that another team offers them. So you know that's what Orlando was going to do. Orlando was going to bring him back no matter what. So that really didn't play in the Bulls' favor. And I know there were other big men out there that the Bulls could have grabbed, but I know people were unhappy that because the Bulls had about close to $10 million that they could have used as their mid-level exception. They chose not to use all that money on one player. And you know what? I agree with that because my whole thing is this. Let's put Mo Bamba out the picture. Now, there were other centers out there that the Bulls could have gave $7 to $8 million to. But, you know, unless that center is a stretch 5 that really didn't improve a big need that the Bulls, you know, that probably would have improved 2 big needs that the Bulls would have gotten in shooting and getting a big man. But the Bulls needed toughness. And I think that was the biggest thing that was missing from last season. The Bulls' front court got pushed around a lot. They were undersized. You know, and teams were just hammering on the rebounds. You know, and it just was not a good look. And one thing that Drummond brings to the table is rebounding. So that's what you're going to get from him. You know, throughout his career, he's averaged well over 13 rebounds a game throughout his career. He damn near averages a double-double throughout his career. So you're going to get production from this guy either way, whether it's him getting easy points in the paint as far as getting passes from, you know, his point guards, to getting easy scores, to him getting rebounds, you know, to him maybe getting a block or two. You know what you're going to get out of him. He's a veteran guy. He's going to be ready to play, and he's going to be determined to prove something. So hopefully we'll see that Drummond coming out this season, you know, ready to play with a chip on his shoulder. But going into Friday, Bulls pretty much go and sign their star, Zach LaVine, to a 5-year deal worth $215 million, with the 5th year being a player option. The only thing I gotta say about this is that I expected it. You know, the whole talk with Los Angeles in the beginning, you know, with Zach LaVine, you know, to the start of the end of the season with that press conference, everybody was concerned with the things that Zach LaVine was saying. Zach LaVine was a unrestricted free agent, so he had to play the part. You know, you still got to play the part as a restricted free agent to let teams know, hey, I may be interested in coming to play with you guys. What's the offer that you're going to give me? So when everybody was talking about, oh, I was concerned, he said this, he said that, it doesn't look good. Look, y'all, that's the way the game is played. Zach LaVine knew that he was going to get the max from the Chicago Bulls. and Zach LaVine wanted to stay with the Bulls. The Bulls did so much to put players around him. Why would he just leave to go to a team that's really uncertain if they're going to be back to the playoffs or not, with the teams that were talking about getting them? So there was no doubt in my mind that Zach LaVine was coming back. But Zach LaVine, congratulations to you on a big deal. Hopefully we can get a championship out of these next 5 years from you. And we have to wait and see what happens. But the last and the least free agent that I expected the Bulls to sign was Derrick Jones Jr. Yes, they brought back Derrick Jones Jr. And this one had me scratching my head, because I would at least thought that the Bulls would have pretty much gotten a power forward that can spread the offense a little bit with some shooting. With Drummond being back there as a center, maybe get a power forward that can stretch the ball out some, to open the lanes up from Ayo for Caruso, whoever's going to be out there playing in that second unit. But this pretty much put the Bulls right back where they were. Now, if you would take the Drummond out of the equation, the Bulls would pretty much have the same team they had last year, minus the rookie that they signed. The rookie that they drafted, in this year's draft, which was Terry. So this one I really don't understand. Now I know that they wanted to fill out their roster with a little bit of the rest of the money that they have. I know they wanted to stay under the luxury tax. They accomplished that, but at the same time, you didn't get better shooting on the team. So now you're going to have to rely on Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Lonzo Ball, Nikola Vucevic. You're going to have to rely on those guys to shoot the basketball at a high rate from the three-point line. So I don't know how this is going to play out moving forward. Hopefully the Bulls can, be a better shooting team than they were last year. So let's see what happens moving forward. I can't wait till training camp starts, and let's see how these guys look, and then, hopefully we can see, a better defensive team and also a better shooting team than we saw last year. But other than that, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you guys watching it on Facebook at the CNG Podcast Facebook page, make sure you like this video. If you're a new follower, please follow the page. Also, if you're watching it on YouTube, like the video on YouTube. If you're a new subscriber, subscribe to the channel. You all have enjoyed the rest of your evening. Be safe out there. This is CJ. I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one.